We got Celtics and Hawks, Pistons, Thunder. Two really good games here. These teams, the Hawks are an interesting team. I kind of like watching them play here. I'm a little bit surprised that they're the favorite here, -1.5 over under 222. But let's talk this Celtics Hawks games. What do you expect tonight, and why is this Hawks team's favored?
Well, first of all, it's a quick revenge spot. Something we always keep an eye on in the NBA. You know, we talk about revenge a lot in college hoops and the NBA, and it's not necessarily because the team is mad. We're going to get revenge. It's a lot of times the other team lets up a bit after the win. And I say that because these teams did just play on Friday night in Boston, and the Hawks lost 109-102, did not shoot the ball well in that game, just 39% from the field, gave up 47% shooting. They still only lost by 7 points. They bounced back on Saturday back at home against Sacramento with a 10-point win, a non-covering win, but a win nonetheless. And that was a tough spot for them, the no-rest travel situation, returning home after the Detroit-Boston road games. Meanwhile, the Celtics entered this game off a nice win as they went to Charlotte on Sunday yesterday. After that home win against Atlanta, big win at Charlotte as a dog last night by 15. 3 straight wins coming in here. And keep in mind, they also beat the Thunder, the defending world champs, the game before Atlanta. So 3 big wins for Boston. They have not submitted their injury report yet. I don't necessarily think they're sitting guys, but it also tells me there's that possibility. So I think there's a few reasons why Atlanta's the favorite here, and I agree with it. I like them at the -1.5 to -2. A quick revenge spot here for Atlanta, and maybe not the most focused spot for the Celtics, not just because they just beat the Hawks, but they're also coming off a road dog win without rest travel situation after Charlotte last night.
Yeah, it looks like Boston's going to be looks like Tatum is doubtful, White questionable, Jaylen Brown questionable, Vucevic remains to be out. So interesting
Andy,
spot.
Literally at 12:49 and 18 seconds, it just popped on Odds Logic. Jaylen Brown is upgraded to available to play with the calf. And that is lighting up right now on the Odds Logic screen. So it's so crazy when we do these live shows.
Tatum out.
Yeah, but the line's gone from 1 to 2. So it's not like,
okay.
So like you said, Tatum likely is not playing. The NBA report is not out yet. Maybe the 1 o'clock Eastern will have it.
Steve, I got my Odds Logic screen up too, and it popped literally right before they said Jaylen Brown in. Tatum's going to be out, at least according to Odds Logic here. So I guess that's why they're like, well, Brown's in. No Tatum though. Just add another point on there, or add another half point on there.
Yeah, and the over/under, by the way, has dropped from 222.5, 223 down to 222, and we've seen it go from 1.5 to 2. Yep. So as I was breaking that game down live on WagerTalk TV, odds, it's incredible how often this has happened this year. I did the Final Four video, Dan, like on Friday afternoon or whatever. Yeah, because it was the Arizona game. I'm doing it Friday afternoon, and about a minute after I finish recording, the total gets hit and goes up a full point. Like in the middle of the afternoon on Friday before the Saturday game. I was like, you can't make this stuff up. It's insane.
They plan it around when Steve is on video. They plan it, or they just Steve whispers, and they're like, "Oh, it's
right." Well, you realize I'm not claiming I'm moving the lines because I was recording that. Nobody had seen it yet, so I just want to make sure the viewers don't think I'm saying I'm moving the market.
Thank you.
It's kind of eerie at times.
We got the Detroit Pistons, Oklahoma City Thunder. We thought we were going to get like SGA versus Cade Cunningham. Instead, we're getting SGA versus Kevin Huerter, which. Touch of a little bit of a letdown there. But yeah, Detroit looks like they're sitting a lot of guys. Duran's doubtful. Harris is doubtful. Duncan Robinson's doubtful. Beef Stew's out. Cade is out. So we get a monster line here, -12. You and I talk about this. When these teams sit these players, A, it can be a letdown spot for the big favorite, and B, you got these bench players that this is their time to shine. So what do you make of this big spread here, over under 218?
Yeah, and let's talk, too, about just the Pistons in general without Cade Cunningham, right? They continue to win. This is a team that has won 6 of their last 7 games. They've won 9 of their last 11 games overall, and they've even been covering as well. 5 of the last 6 games that they've won, they've covered all 5 of those. So they're perfect 5-0 straight up in ATS with those wins and covers. And granted, they were only a dog in one of them, and that was a small home dog against the Lakers. They were favored in all the other games. So this is a huge step up in class. I believe the biggest dog they've been all season. I'd have to go back and check. But with Cunningham, I don't believe, unless it was early in the season before everyone realized how good they were this year. With that said, though, this is not a great spot for the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know, they had a big national TV game last night against the New York Knicks. It was the NBC primetime game at 7:30 Eastern last night, and they beat the Knicks at home 111-100. And they also beat the Bulls right before that, somewhat in blowout fashion on Friday night. I mentioned that loss against the Celtics earlier on Wednesday. Played the Sixers before that. Yes, the Pistons are one of the best teams in the league record-wise, but this is obviously not that squad. Cade Cunningham out still with the lung injury, and obviously also a lot of guys listed on the injury report. In fact, I'm seeing 9 guys, including Cunningham, on the current injury report right now. That's basically a full roster. So that does concern you because we might not even be getting many of the backups in this game. But Detroit's still been a feisty team without Cunningham. And yes, Cunningham's a star player, but this is a really good Detroit squad overall. It's not just Cunningham. They've proven they can win without him. And the fact that the Thunder might not be fully focused for this one. And, oh, by the way, guess who they have on deck later this week? The LA Lakers is their next game. We'll take a flyer with the Detroit Pistons here. And if you just blindly play these shorthanded teams, you have won more money than you've lost over the last few years. And one of the reasons is because they have to inflate the line. And this line is currently plus 12 across the board with Detroit, who's still been one of the best straight-up teams in the league. And we're getting 12 points with them. So I would lean Pistons in this one, but it is a shorthanded Detroit squad, to say the least. And by the way, Oklahoma City has not submitted their injury report yet. I doubt they're sitting anybody, but they did play last night, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well.
That would be something if you take the Thunder because Detroit's sitting at. Of course,
yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, right? Like there is some intrinsic
back.
value with Detroit right now until that injury report comes out.
That's a great point, Steve.
Yeah.
But the Thunder bench is almost a starting team
Correct.
anyways. like they bring in they literally have too many good players.
Andy,
it's
I wanted to mention this because I knew we were talking about this game today. When I was watching the starting lineup last night in that Knicks game, it cracks me up when they go, at center, 7-foot Hartenstein. At guard, 7'1", Chet Holmgren. That has to be the most ridiculous thing in the history of basketball to hear that. It cracks me up every time.
I know.
You think there's no way that's ever happened on any other team in history, that they announce the center and then the guard is an inch taller. Unless the center is like 6 foot. Air Force Academy starting center 5'11". You know, that must be like the only way that would ever happen.
5'11" and a half.
Steve, what do you have up for everybody on Monday?
Yeah, so we're talking a lot of NBA. Obviously, the Final Four will be up later this week. First of all, I've done every tournament game for March Madness. I will continue to do so. Obviously, the NCAA Final Four is Saturday, the finals Monday. But I did both NIT quarterfinal games last week. We went 3-1 on those. So I'm going to try to give you the NIT semis as well. I believe it's on Saturday, and then the finals are Sunday. It's kind of funky, but a lot of content this weekend. So click subscribe, click the bell for an instant alert. You'll know when that's up. But also daily NBA videos, Major League Baseball free play videos. So thumbs up, like, positive comments below, and these videos and free plays will keep coming. And while we're talking the NBA, let's not sleep on the NBA. I'm number 1 this year in NBA best bet profit at WagerTalk. My 4% plays have won over 97 units of profit. We've almost doubled your bankroll in the NBA alone. And I've got 2 more strong plays going tonight for Monday, 2 strong NBA best bets, and also some special offers. You'll see them all listed on my page. The buy 3, get 3 still available. But 2 things I want to point out real quick. First of all, a 30-day is normally $299, all access. Special promo code SM100 gets it down to $199. Now, that's listed on my homepage with the daily message. You'll see it, SM100. Gets it down to $199. That's 30 days of college basketball, pro basketball, and baseball. You'll also see the instant $500 discount still for the 1-year all access. But if you use promo code STEVE25, you get another 25% off that. Gets it down to the lowest possible price for 1 year of all access, STEVE25, an additional 25% off an already discounted $500 price. Once again, you don't have to memorize those. Go to my page now. Check out the daily free play. Don't forget about that. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and get there quicker, wt.buzz/SM.